Yes, Lovelies. Of course, I'm here back again with Ren. He's my new found obsession, and I'm definitely part of the fandom. I don't know how to pronounce Renegade. I'm part of it anyway, 100%. There is no turning back. Um, I know he is suffering from chronic illnesses and Lyme. Me too. I also have Lyme, also have autoimmune chronic diseases that I'm suffering from. So I truly understand his struggles. Our struggles probably are similar, but still different at the same time, because the same illness doesn't affect two people in the same way. We might share similar symptoms, but the effects on our bodies are totally different. So I understand him in a way, and he understands me in a way, but still we have different, experiences. Yeah. So I was told that I would resonate a lot with Troubles, and I should react to both versions. So I believe this is one version, and the Acoustic is the other version. So I'll be reacting to both. Anyway, I like to listen twice to his songs. Besides the tales, the tales are pretty rough, and I can't. Oof, you know what I mean. Anyway, I'll be probably stopping a lot, talking a lot if I share similar experiences or if the lyrics are talking to me. So if you don't like a reactor that talks and stops a lot, then I'm not for you. But I will not change, because Ren's music is an experience. It's not just a song that you listen from start to end. It's an experience. So this is my personal experience while listening to Ren. So yeah, Ren Troubles. It's a bit loud. Oof. I also spent many of my years in bed. I'm still mostly in bed. Same Ren. Same. Yeah, same. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Reach into the past very much for these shards of shattered glass and harsh paper cuts. Leave me stop when I reach in. Memories are seeped in. Hydrochloric acid, I go to war and get passive and freeze up. Music helped the ice to thaw. Put the chisel in the middle, swing the hammer of Thor. Pull it out of the impossible, Excalibur sword. Etching notepads full of reasons why my feelings are sore. The first day that I got sick, ejected from the cockpit of living. 19, young teen, waking.
The cockpit of living. I was just ejected from the cockpit of living. I was older. I was older than him. When I first got my first autoimmune disease, I was 23. And I went to the doctor, and that doctor, after checking me, he told me that he thinks I have cancer. And then I flew directly to Romania and did some checks, and of course it wasn't cancer, but I found out my autoimmune disease. But from that day, my whole life changed. My whole life changed. Whatever I knew before, it was different. Nothing was the same.
Not bitten. Posters up, manhunt, Ren went missing. Hard to
Don't cry, don't cry.
Gods don't listen. The first hit, maybe Ren went missing. Hard to have faith.
This is how I felt as well. I'm a Christian and I believe in God, but I was so desperate at one point, like, why am I so sick? Like, I really thought that God doesn't love me anymore. And that's a very, very hard thought to have. That's a very hard thought to have, honestly. I really believe that. Like, why doesn't he love me anymore? Was I that bad that I deserved this? You know? I try not to cry, but I'm sorry, but I'm gonna cry. I know I'm gonna cry. I'm sorry.
When the gods don't listen, the first hit maybe was the hardest. Waking in the body that was buried like a carcass. Brain in the lion's den, body in the shark pit. Waking up in pain again, aching, broken hearted. Persistent little blogger, I was bouncing from a doctor to a doctor to a doctor, like a table tennis game that has no end. So
Yeah.
the fate of Ren, every single question answered with a question on the end. The second year,
Every answer question with a question at the end. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. They answer your questions, but it brings so many more questions.
I came to terms with giving up my dreams. Mine was severed from the means to help me write these rhyme schemes. Brain was inflamed, the fatigue was crushing. Hard to remain sane with your brain combusting.
This. It's hard to remain sane when your brain is combusting, because when your body is, when you're suffering from an illness, your body, and you don't know what that is, right? Your brain is also making you sick in a way, and your body is just deteriorating more and more and more, and you don't understand what's going on because you don't have answers. And then your brain is like, oh my god, so I'm gonna die, and this is all I was thinking about, and my brain was just deteriorating with my body as well, even though my brain had nothing.
Murder, living in a purgatory full of worry, wouldn't live to be 30. Lifestyle hurt me, always in my bedroom. Rearranged the alphabet and all the letters spelled doom. Light hurt my eyes, popping pills to survive.
The light hurt my eyes. It was so bad. The headaches that I had from Lyme disease, I didn't know I had Lyme at the time, but the headaches, I could not stand light at all. I was staying in dark in bed, like rotting in bed. I could not stand light at all. Those headaches, I cannot explain them. It was so hard to live. Seeing my experience lived through his lyrics. Oh my god.
When you're 23 and mentally you steadily decline. 24
Yes.
I was poor, disability benefits. What's the benefit of disability? It's irrelevant.
It's 400 pounds.
5 and the scars that were etched, they crack. Elastic bands only stretch so far and then snap. Deep in psychosis, hallucinations, troubled vision. Visits from the underworld were conjuring my superstition. When
Yeah, the vision changes too. The vision changes too.
And then snap deep in psychosis. Hallucinations, troubled vision. Visits from the underworld were conjuring my superstition. 25, living back at home with my mom, but not because I'm a bum. Alone and physically done. So thin, so frail, so weak I'd become. And my skin so pale, never kissed by.
You're not allowed to stay in the sun because, first of all, you can't go out because you're feeling so bad. And secondly, because of the antibiotics that you're taking, you're also not allowed to stay in the sun. Yep.
The sun. One time I carved a hole in my chest just to feel. I wish that was a metaphor, the struggle was real. When you're living in the Holocaust, you buckle and kneel. There's relief in the teeth of the kiss of cold steel. Facts. 26, I'm highly medicated and the pain sophisticated while I'm lying broken naked on my back. I bore my microphone until my coffin started dropping raw thoughts with the grim reaper knocking on the track. But then, man, lo and behold, I heard an angel beckon on this treacherous road. Was a stem cell doctor with a generous glow. In the cell transplant, brought me out of the cold. And my skin got younger and my body got stronger. And my stomach felt hunger for a door that was closed. And my soul heard music for the first time. Beauty was a word I'd use for this gift of gold. Oh Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Make me whole. This music I give you. Pain that I live through. Everything I've been through is yours to hold.
I felt that so bad.
For the first time, beauty was a word I'd use for this gift of gold. Oh Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Make me whole. This music I give you. Pain that I live through. Everything I've been through is yours to hold.
criminally low attention and funding to many other conditions. Yeah, here in the UK, they just did the negative positive test that is very, very not accurate. That test is not accurate at all. You need extensive tests to catch Lyme disease. That test that they are doing is not catching Lyme disease. It is. Victims are usually left to suffer for years without any solid explanation of what is going on and receive very little help to escape a body constantly at war with. Yeah. Same. I feel like giving up that many times I came close, but I'm so happy I didn't because life is beautiful now. I promise yours can be too. I hope so. I hope, right? I hope. Your music helps. So at least I have I have hope. I have hope. That's what I have. I have hope. I hope so. Until that day, I will keep pushing for more exposure, more compassion, more understanding. Thank you, Ren, for speaking up. Free of suffering, where we can find moments of real beauty and peace. Even when things seem hopeless, I promise this is still possible. Oh my god. I'm feeling this before I start the acoustic version. So let me tell you a bit of my history. So I've been dealing with ulcerative colitis, which is an autoimmune disease, since 2015. My first signs were in 2013, but it was only 1 week and then they went away. But in 2015, they came and stayed for good. And yeah, in 2020, I had to start immunosuppressant medication because the other medications were not, and the steroids were not working anymore. Nothing was working anymore, so I had to start immunosuppressant medication. The immunosuppressant medication came with vengeance, with other many side effects. I was not allowed to stay in the sun. I was not allowed to do many things. And it mostly made me very tired all the time. In 2021, I started suffering from vertigo. I woke up one morning and the whole world was spinning. If you've ever experienced vertigo, I thought I was dying at that point. It's one extreme illness to have. Honestly, ulcerative colitis, as bad as it is manageable. But vertigo is a very bad one because it takes away your balance. And my vestibular system started being affected. In 2023, I found out I have another autoimmune disease, which is an autoimmune disease at my thyroid. So, ulcerative colitis, a vertigo, and a autoimmune thyroid. So, everything together. And the vestibular system that I didn't know, because vertigo is actually a symptom, it's not an illness. So, I didn't know what caused it. And then in 2024, I started feeling so bad that I could not get out of bed. I could not stand light. My muscles were hurting. My joints were hurting. My hands became paralyzed. I had vision changes. I had irregular heartbeat. They sent me to check my heart. They sent me to check many different things, but of course, they never tested me in the UK for Lyme. And then I decided in 2025, in the summer, my husband just said, no, let's go to Romania and go to every single doctor that we can go to and find out why you are suffering like this. So I went to Romania. I have my brother is there. He's a resident doctor in infectious diseases, so he's treating Lyme. And one day, after I've been to the ENT, I've been to the cardiologist. I did many other tests. Everything came back normal. Everything seemed fine. We didn't know what was wrong. They did the repositioning, Epley maneuver to reposition some of my crystals, but still my balance was off. And I didn't know why. I went also to the endocrinologist for my thyroid, of course. So I did many different, tests and blood tests and everything that we can think of. And then my brother said, why don't we test for Lyme? What if it's, something infectious like Lyme disease? I didn't know what that was at the time. And then I told him after I was reading, I saw that it's a tick bite. I was never bitten by a tick. I don't remember ever being bitten by a tick. So but I said, let's test. At the end of the day, what do I have to lose? Let's test it. I tested in the morning. I went in the next day. In the morning, I took the test. They took my blood at 5:30 in the morning. 5:30, 7:30 in the morning, sorry. And then in the same day, 4 p.m., comes back positive. I was like, shit. And then I researched some more, and the more I researched, the more I understood. And yeah, apparently Lyme disease affected my vestibular system. So that's where I have the vertigo from. That makes a lot of sense. That explains my blurry vision. That explains my headaches that I had. Oh my God, those headaches that I was telling you about. Oh my God, those headaches. It was a nightmare. I wanted to die. In 2024, I wanted to die. And in 2025 as well, I was just sitting in bed doing nothing because I could not do nothing. I was dealing with this channel, but I wasn't as active as I would normally want to. And I lost a bit of the passion that I had before, because my body was in a survival mode. But it was hard. It was hard. I wanted to die, and then my mom said, "You're crazy. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just crazy." That helped. I tell you, that helped a lot. Telling somebody when you're suffering and you're just closing yourself, only animals when they feel like they are dying, they just close themselves and they just go and die. I was literally doing that. I was just finding a place so I can die, and then people come and tell you that you're crazy. It's very good, very helping. I'm sorry for talking so much, but yeah, I had to share because I'm dealing with the same shit, and I'm so understanding every single lyric he's writing, and it's just daunting that so many people are going through this shit, and many people are put down and not believed, and it pains me to know that.
Oh, Lordy, now trouble's so high. Oh, Lordy, now trouble's so high. And don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. I don't reach into the past very much for these shards of shattered glass and harsh paper cuts. Leave me stuck when I reach it. Memories are seeped in hydrochloric acid. I go to war and get passive and freeze up. Music helped the ice to thaw. Put the chisel in the middle, swing the hammer of Thor. Pull it out of the impossible, Excalibur sword. Etching notepads for the reasons why my feelings are sore. The first day that I got sick, ejected from the cockpit. of living. 19, young teen, waking
Oh
up
my
bitter.
god, he was
Posters up,
19.
manhunt, Ren went missing. Hard to have faith when the gods don't listen. The first hit maybe was the hardest. Waking in the body that was buried like a carcass. Brain in the lion's den, body in the shark pit. Waking up in pain again, aching, broken hearted, persistent little bugger. I was bouncing from a doctor to a doctor to a doctor, like a table tennis game that has no end. So
Yeah.
be the fate of Ren. Every single question answered with a question on the end. The second year I came to terms with giving up my dreams. Mine severed from the means that helped me write these rhyme schemes. Brain was inflamed, the fatigue was crushing. Hard to remain sane with your brain combusting.
That line, hard to remain sane when your brain is combusting. Oh my god.
And the third year was murder, living in a purgatory full of worry, wouldn't live to be 30. Lifestyle hurt me, always in my bed. Tomb, rearranged the alphabet, all the letters spelled doom. Light hurt my eyes, popping pills to survive. When you're 23 and mentally you steadily decline. 24, I was poor, disability benefits. What's the benefit of disability? It's irrelevant. 25, the scars that were etched, they crack. Elastic bands only stretch so far and then snap deep in psychosis. Hallucinations, trouble vision, visits from the underworld for conjuring my superstition. 25, living back at home with my mum, but not because I'm a bum, alone and physically done. So thin, so frail, so weak I'd become, and my skin so pale, never kissed by the sun. One time I carved a hole in my chest just to feel. I wish that was a metaphor, the struggle was real. When you're living in the Holocaust, you buckle and kneel. There's relief in the teeth of the kiss of cold steel. Facts. 26, I'm highly medicated, on the pain sophisticated, while I'm lying broken naked on my back. I brought my microphone into my coffin, started dropping thoughts with a grim reaper knocking on the trap. But then, man, lo and behold, I saw this angel beckon on the treacherous road. Was a stem cell doctor with a generous glow, and the cell transplant brought me out of the cold. And my skin got younger and my body got stronger, and my stomach felt hunger for a door that was closed. And my soul heard music for the first time. Beauty was a
The hope when he found
doctor with
The
a generous glow, and the cell transplant brought me out of the cold. And my skin got younger and my body got stronger, and my stomach felt hunger for a door that was closed. And my
That's
soul
what I
heard
crave
music for
for
the
you.
first time. Beauty was a word I'd use for this gift of gold. Oh Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Make me whole. This music I give you, pain that I live through, everything I've been through is yours to hold.
yes.
Oh Lordy, now
It's yours to hold.
trouble so high. Oh Lordy, now trouble so high. And though nobody knows my troubles but God, though nobody knows my troubles but God.
Oh my god. Literally, I needed to hear this song. Honestly, I did need to hear this song. Thank you, Ren, for speaking up about this. I really appreciate it a lot because our voices really are unheard. Are unheard because the doctors don't listen. Nobody listens. They don't care. They give us 10 minutes in the GP. 10 freaking minutes, and 10 minutes, one problem, one patient. And how can you explain in 10 minutes everything you've been through? Like when I explained that I have all those symptoms, they said they don't correlate with each other. There's nothing we can do. How can you say something like that as a doctor, that they don't correlate? Why am I feeling like that then? Why? Thank you, Ren, for giving us voice. Lovelies, thank you for the recommendation. This really broke me, so I need a bit of a break now. Oh my god, this was tough to listen to. Um, it was really tough to listen to, but it was really meaningful for me. Very meaningful. I think this is the first time that I'm explaining all my medical history here on this channel. I did speak about my Lyme struggles when I first, sometimes. Um, what I wanted to say that is that when I heard that I'm suffering from Lyme, I felt relieved at first because I finally had an answer after so many years of torture. I finally had an answer. I finally had an answer, and it was an answer, at least. So that's how I felt. And then finding out many different things and how it affected me, it stopped being a relief. I stopped being feeling relieved. But still, at least I have an answer. And now I understand my body better. And I'm trying every day. I'm trying. It's hard. It's hard, honestly. I was telling a person in the comments that they hope that I don't change when I get bigger. No. This channel was started whilst I was, experiencing all the symptoms just to ease my pain, because I found that music was helping me. So this is why I started my channel. Firstly, I started, with K-pop and everything, that I wanted to find out more groups, because when I was bedbound, after my first vertigo attack, I was bedbound. Uh, and I found out Stray Kids, one K-pop group, and finding out Stray Kids helped me have a purpose in a way. So that's why I started, my journey with reactions, finding out more K-pop, and then I went from K-pop. I'm still doing K-pop and P-pop and J-pop and many different, and expand towards other, artists and music and stuff. And this is how I was recommended Ren, and yeah, I will never change who I am, because this is just me trying to cope with my health, you know so this is why this channel was born. So yes, lovelies, I'm sorry for being all over the place, but it's just my struggles with everything. I hope you enjoyed my reaction, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye, lovelies.